So you can see the screen and you can read the questions. So remember, when it comes to paper 1, I would say paper 2, most of the students find it easy. They can score more marks from a paper 2. But when it comes to paper 1, so, yeah. So okay, I'll just give my number in case if you're not in the group. So just send me a WhatsApp message and I'll add to your group and I'll send the paper as well. Okay, so those who are not registered within this group, so this is my number. You can send me a WhatsApp message. So after the class, probably I'll be able to send you a paper and as well as I can add it to the group. So if you have any friends, okay, so please invite them to join this because it's a 5 weeks class. So I'll be doing a first 3 weeks. Mainly what I'm focusing is financial accounting area. Okay, so the Ali will take over the management accounting area specifically for direct material, direct labor and overheads, and as well as the project management and cost volume profit analysis part. Okay, so with the help of Nanaska, so we'll delivering these ones and we organize economics and business studies lectures. So please do please do join this paper model discussion and attempt questions then and there. Okay, so this last moment still enough you to prepare for your exams and make sure you have a target and live with this target and achieve your dream. Okay. Okay. So I hope you can see the screen. I hope you get the paper as well. Okay. So we'll come to the question number 1. So here you have 2 minutes for each question. You have 2 minutes and 24 seconds to answer one question, each question. So roughly, so you need to take 2 minutes for each question, roughly, okay? So when it comes to the questions, the level of criticality, the difficulty is vary from question to question. But if you come across a situation where you identify some theory questions, you need to do those questions as early as possible. So save that time and devote that excess time to other questions which you come across a little bit difficult. Yeah, right. So everyone, so please read question number 1. So the question is, what is the effect? So I would stress the impact, the importance of this question. So don't focus much on the scenario. So the question is, what is the effect on this transaction on accounting equation for the year ended 31st March 2020? It should be -20. Okay, right. See the situation here. You have an equation here. So you have assets, liability. So just say L, just say A. One of them up. A, L, E. And you need to save time. So use your all shortcuts and ways to minimize your time consumption. Clear? Okay, right. Stangelo is a sole trader running an advertising firm. Its financial year ends on 31st March 2020. On 30th March 2025, he took 50,000 for personal use, which was received from a client for advertising campaign to be launched in the month of April 2020. It should be amended as 20. So the delivery part will happen in 2020 next year. It is April, but you received money upfront. So if you have done SLFRS 15, SLFRS 15 is contract from revenue from contract with customers. So in that case, if you receive something earlier, and if you are not deliver that service, you cannot recognize as an income. You can recognize that one as unearned income. So unearned income is treated as a liability. So he received how much? He received, don't worry about the receipt part, amount. So 50,000. So liability increase. And he take that money for his personal use. So what will happen? The equity then? The equity will decrease. Yeah, liability increase, equity decrease. So based on that, the answer is fourth option. If you have a doubt, please feel free to put it in your chat box. Number doubt just put it in the chat box. Number 2, Kandasamy gives his individual customers trade discount from the list price and general 5% cash discount for all invoices settled within 7 days of issue. A new customer, Yamapala, was able to negotiate a 20% trade discount, and his Yamapala's transaction during the month of June, are as follows. So here, what is the question about? How much does Yamapala owes to Kandasamy at the end of June? That is a scenario. That's where you need to more focus on. Yeah. So discounts are 2 types: trade and cash. So trade discount is from list price. Just giving some brief. Cash discounts on outstanding amount. So this is not subject to double entry. No double entry. No double entry for trade discounts. Yeah. Okay. So Kandasamy bought 5,000 list price worth of goods. So he bought. Okay, that is on credit. And he returned 1,000 of them. That is in list price. So what is the net here? Net is 4,000. So that is a net purchases. 4,000 is a net purchases. But that is at list price. That's at list price. The discount is, that is trade discount, 25%. 25% off, that is 1,000. So after discount, the value is 3,000. Is it clear, everyone? That is the original balance. And it says 16 June pays half of the net balance on his account. The net balance is 3,000. So when he pay within the period of 7 days, he is entitled a 5% of discount. So he's entitled 5% of discounts. So here, so 1,500 is the settlement. 1,500 is the settlement amount, out of which take 5%. So how much he settled? He settled 1,425 in cash. 1,425 settled in cash. Discount taker 75. So what is the outstanding amount is the question. Outstanding amount equal 3,000 minus discount minus and the amount settled in cash. The answer is 1,500. If they ask amount settled in cash, answer is 1,425. But the question they're asking, how much is the outstanding amount? So still, if you want to take the shortcut way, total amount is 3,000, take the half of it. The answer is 1,500. Original balance 5,000. 5,000 minus this right count purchases purchase return. So net purchases. So kemudian non exam just to get idea, okay? So net purchases 4,000. Then discount, trade discount. So it is 25%. So net amount outstanding, and the settlement is half of that, and out of that 5% is the discount. So this is called discount allowed. In terms of Yamapal, it is discount receipt. Yamapal is part of it. So the answer is number 2 option. Question number 3. Linear Mass Limited export garments and sold motor vehicle for 1.2 million on credit to Mr. Mahesh on credit. Subsequently, 1.1 million was received from him and the balance couldn't be recovered. Source documents to record the relevant transaction. So first transaction was selling a motor vehicle, 1.2 million on credit, whoever. So sale of non-current assets on credit should be recorded in general journal. Clear? Should be recorded in general journal. So what is the supporting document for such? Journal voucher. So you need to focus on last 2 answers. Why? The rest are wrong. So just eliminate 1, 2, 3. So just focus yourself because the answers are revolves around between 4 and 5. So during your exams, focus on these 2. General voucher, receipt, yes. So the last one is the tricky part. Bad debts. So bad debts where you record, general journal, general voucher is the answer. I prefer if you can write the answer then and then finish it off. That will be the best approach. Number 4. As per LKS 1, expenses can be stated in following ways: by nature and by function. So answer is number 3. It's on LKS 1 transaction. Both MCQs is come from LKS 1 accounting standards. So presentation of financial statement. So your expense can be classified either by its nature or by function. Okay, this as per the standard. Okay, I'll give you time, 5 minutes. Please work on question number 5. Everyone, please do try because you need to attempt. It is your exam, it's not my exam. Okay, so please do attempt and make mistakes, learn from those mistakes. Anything not clear, you can ask. Please try, please do attempt. You need to learn, you need to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. So that's a strategy because you don't have much time. Everyone, please try. Question number 5 is a very good question in par with your A-level paper. It's 5. Question number 5. Let's see. Still try. Okay, so we'll just figure out. So when it comes to exam, so don't try to write opening balance, closing balance. So just play with the numbers. So your strategy is playing with numbers. That's all. So the opening balance is 10,000. Don't write even 10 million. It's a wasting your time. So don't waste your time by adding more zeros in it. So it's wasting your time. Clear? Okay, now, so opening balance is 10,000, closing balance is 12,000. So that is our first point. And accumulated depreciation credit side, 4,000. And this is 4,000. And then during the year ended, a new vehicle costing 3 million purchased. That is new. For the sake of understanding, I just put this one. Okay. So then what you do is you need to figure out what is the disposal, the cost of disposed assets. So this is 13, 13 minus 12, 1. So use your calculator. Don't try to put and fill the blanks here. And then you put that value to disposal account. And here motor vehicle, so that is 1,000. You the unknown in exam, so just because for you to get us understand. And it says the accumulated depreciation is 5 million the time of disposal of the vehicle disposed, and a profit of 100,000. So accumulated depreciation you need to remove and put it to the disposal account. This You put here 500. And put that value to here. Immediate depreciation is 500. Clear, everyone? And then it further mentioned you have a profit of 100. So profit means credit to P&L and debit here. Yeah. You have a profit of 1,000. So credit this and 1,000 here. 100. This is the third step. Using different colors for you to understand. So you know, because this is a tricky part. Can you balance them? So there is a cash, sorry, yeah, there's a cash. See? So 1,100 is the this total minus 500. The answer is 600. Okay. Now, depreciation. The question they're asking the depreciation for the year. So this is 5,000. 45 plus 0.5, 5,000, and 5,000 minus 4,000. Answer is not. Clear. The answer is that option. Okay, please read question number 6 and try to come up with the answer. That's the answer. Answer is A, B, C, D. Conceptual framework of financial reporting is mainly to provide guidance to financial statement in the absence of relevant accounting standards, where they don't the country where they don't have accounting standards, and provide the basis to develop accounting standards. Enables users to have a better understanding of financial statements. This provides theoretical basis to enhance the quality of financial information. So you study, these are the purpose of kind of advantages, reasons to develop conceptual framework financial. Okay. Question number 7. An entity, you're given the following statements. So they have given certain statement and asking accounting concepts related to the above statements. Correct order. So which one they're trying to address. Entity to recognize transaction in a given accounting period when they occur and not when the cash is received or paid. They're focusing on accrual concepts. So under accrual concept, revenue should be recognized when it is earned. Just make a note. Revenue is recognized when it is earned. Expenses be recognized when it is incurred. Expenses recognized when it is incurred. So that's basically accrual concept. Next, the amount will not be considered as a separate disclosure in accounting because it's small in relation to the financial statement as small as a whole. So if you take financial statement as a whole, some expenses, even though, let's say, for example, you bought a stapler machine, you bought a puncture. So those things, the useful life is can be more than one accounting year, but based on the value, so you just write them off as an expense instead of capitalizing because it is immaterial. Clear? So insignificant items will not be taken into consideration here. The applied basis procedures when preparing and presentation of financial statements should not be changed from period to period. Consistency. Yeah, so the answer is accrual, materiality, and consistency. No, you need to copy the answer then and there. Okay, I'll give you time. Please take 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Come up with an answer. Question number 7 and 8. So please do attempt. Everyone, please read and try your level best to come up with an answer. This question may come, may not come, but understanding is a must. So you might done certain questions, some theory areas, some areas, sometimes you might not, but try to attempt. Attempting is a must. Without attempt, you cannot do any questions. Okay, so if you want to swim, you need to jump into the swimming pool. There is no theoretical classes for swimming. It should be question number 8 and 9. Yes, there's a small typo here. Question number 8 and 9. Just try. Everyone, please do attempt. Yeah. So here what happened was, so they couldn't do a stock verification as a 31st December because some other reasons. Normally it should be 31st December, but certain reasons they might not perform as at on that particular day. Instead, they might roll forward or roll back. Okay. So instead, they have done a kind of a verification. As at 6th Jan, the stock was rupees 2,500. Is it clear? And in the meantime, they provide some transaction happen between these 6 days. So it started from this date to this date, the transaction pertaining to sales, purchases, return outwards, which is return, and stock written off goods and all. Right. So what do you do first? From this information, calculate the cost of sales figure. Can you calculate the cost of sales here? Cost of sales figure, can you calculate? This is very tricky part. How do you calculate the cost of sales figure? The indication is, it's given here. Generally, sales are made at 33 1/3 profit on sales. So sale eකට 1/3. Clear, everyone? And further mentioned, out of the sales above, sales amounting to 5,000 was made at 1/3 on cost. Cost eකට 1/3. Okay. So එතකොට මේකේ sales value එක කීයද? එතකොට මේකට අදාළ sales value එක වෙන්නේ 80,000 minus 5,000. 80,000 minus 5,000. And this is 5,000. එතකොට මෙතන එන value එක තමයි sales value එක තමයි 75,000. මෙතන එන sales value එක තමයි 5,000. Sales value එකෙන් 1/3 අඩු කරාම you will get cost of sales. Is it clear? So 25,000 1/3 is how much? Sorry, 75,000 1/3 is how much? 25,000. That is your gross profit. Right. You have two sets of sales. Total sales තියෙනවා 80,000. The total sales 80,000 වලින් 5,000 එතකොට ඒ 80,000 වලින් එක sale එකක් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ different gross profit ratio. අනිත් sale එක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ different gross profit ratio. හරිද? එතකොට එකක් කියනවා 5,000 sales having a gross profit markup is 1/3. Gross profit markup කියලා කියන්නේ cost එකට 1/3. එතන තියෙනවා 5,000. හරිද? And the remaining 75,000 is for different GP ratio. Different GP ratio, which is based on sales. So GP එක කීයද එතන? 25,000. GP එක 25,000. එහෙනම් cost of sales කීයද ඒකට අදාළ? 75 worth of sales වලට අදාළ cost of sales එක වෙන්නේ 50,000. Okay. And මෙතන තියෙන sales value එක 5,000. ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ cost එකට. ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ cost එකට. I'll explain again. In between, sales are there altogether 80,000. ඒක clear? මේ time period එකේදී sale වෙලා තියෙනවා 80,000 worth of sales. 80,000 worth of sales වලින් 5,000 worth of sales have a different GP margin. Generally, sales are made on 33 1/3 profit on sales. This is called margin. I don't know whether you have learned or not. I'm not too sure, but this is in the syllabus. Margin. That is gross profit over sales. Again, api ratio calculate on gross profit ratio. So that is basically GP divided by gross profit sales. And on the other hand, 5,000 of worth sales වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 1/3 on what? On cost. 5,000 worth of sales වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 1/3 on cost. 1/3 on cost කියලා කියන්නේ sales වලින් නම් කීයද? You have done this in your classes in grade 12. You take 1 as it is. Take 1 as it is. And 1 plus 3, answer is 4. So this is the new ratio. So 5,000 is the sales value. 1/4 is the gross profit. So what is the GP then? Is divided by 4. What is the cost of sales? Is minus GP. Okay. So what is your gross profit cost of sales then? This plus this. 3,750. 3,750. Okay, so this is called cost of sales. So how do you calculate cost of sales? How do you calculate goods available for sale? You remember your basics. You have opening stocks plus purchases. Am I right? Working up your closing stocks. Opening stocks plus purchases. Cost of goods available for sale. Cost of goods available for sale. And making up a minus closing stocks karama less closing stocks. You will come up with cost of sales. The cost of sales done 53,750. You know this one. Closing stock make it a closing stock 2,500. So this figure they are asking. So this figure is more than this figure. Am I right? So how we calculate this? 53,750 plus 2,000. Answer is 56,050. If you don't know this area, please brush up your knowledge on this, because this will come under incomplete records as well. They will ask different type of questions pertaining to stock losses, insurance claims, and net losses likewise. So please brush up your knowledge on this. In 2019 paper, there is a question like this. Insurance. Clear? Please do brush up. He can ask that type of question as well. Right? Next one. Closing stocks as a this date. Closing stock as a this date means the opening stocks from this period. This is the opening stocks. Am I right? So what do? You take this question they're asking. Am I right? You take purchases. Purchase means what? The gross purchases minus return outwards. So this figure is equal to 10,000 minus 5,000. Can you try this? Equal minus 2370. I feel some of students might not have this knowledge, so please brush up your knowledge. Don't expect your examiner to give direct questions. Instead, you need to expect she can twist the paper, they can make it hard. So every student in last year expecting that because of the COVID, the paper is so easy. But I recommend you compare the 2020 paper is much more harder than 2019 paper. So please don't expect your examiner to give you easy paper. Highly unlikely because accounting is a tricky subject when it comes to this at school. Okay, so please brush up your knowledge. I know some students might have some problems because of the COVID, but please make sure to cover your syllabus. You attempt your past paper questions, you attempt by your own all model papers, and try to increase your effectiveness in getting the answers. That is so important. Okay, right. So please try question number 10. So make question දෙක හොඳට ඔලුවට දාගන්න. It is so important because I'm not saying this question may come, but the learning you derive from this might have a different way of thinking, so that triggers to get a easy thing in your exam. Right. Please try to work out question number 10. So please attempt. Huh? The important thing is attempt. Doesn't matter where you make mistake. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. This is accounting. I know her. She was my department head when I was in uni. So she tried to test the different areas where students are not expecting. Please make up your mind. Try to go another mile and study. Remember. What's the answer for question number 10? I need the answer. Can you put your answer in the chat box? One, correct. Relevance. Yes, correct. Okay. So now I'll go to another kind of a question based on this question number 10. Okay. So what is the accounting concept because of this got violated? What is the accounting concept because of this incident may violate this? Very good. Historical cost concept. So when you do a paper, don't limit your answer to the question itself. You need to go for an extra mile and see and forecast what type of question he or she, basically she, might give you in your exam. So that is the kind of attitude that you need to develop. So you might do past papers, you might do model papers. Don't limit your answers to the question they ask. Go for an extra mile and see whether what type of question Same information, but he can or she can change, she can twist the same question, but in a different way. So try to develop your thinking based on that attitude. Okay. Please try question number 11, everyone. Let's try question number 11. Make mistakes, it's okay. Do it now itself. Just do that practice, that's important. Okay, just brief you, you have a profit equation under incomplete record section. So that profit equation is closing net assets minus opening net assets plus drawings and minus additional capital. And sometimes they take as a change in assets, change in liabilities. Okay, so just make a note. Increase in assets resulting increase in profits. The opposite, decrease in assets resulting decrease in profit. So increase in liabilities resulting decrease in profits. Decrease in profits. Okay, now with that understanding, we'll figure out the answer. So increase in total assets by 800. So you put 800 here. Increase in liabilities 200. So this should be minus there. Minus 200. Drawings made by the owner 5,000 per month. So that is 60. And then assets. As at 31st December 2020 include both stocks costing 70,000, which was sold but undelivered to customers. That means that stock is not belongs to the business. That asset is no more belongs to the business. So you need to remove that one. And 100,000 stocks received on sale or return basis from the principle of Bimal traders. That means you received some goods, you are the agent. You are the agent and you receive goods from your principal on sale or return basis. So if you received any stocks on sale or return basis, it is not your stocks. Further, I'm extending. If you are sending goods on sale or return basis, still that stock is in your inventory. The sale or return basis eකට යවන stock එක your inventory. And if you receive any stocks under sale or return agreement, that is not your stocks. So 600, so sorry, 70 plus 100, you need to remove from assets. Is it clear? $60 is 5,000 into 12. 60 කියලා කියන්නේ 5,000 into 12. 5,000 per month. So he's taking drawings 5,000 per month. So for the annually, he has taken 60. Is this 60 drawings? Stocks not belongs to the business. Right. So Mithila now 600. 600 plus 60 minus 170. Which is 490. Stocks delivered. Yes. Because මේ stock එක තියෙන්නේ අපේ stock එක ඇතුලේ. See this part. Assets as at this include both stocks. So you need to remove. Why? It's not belongs to you. It's not belongs to your assets. You need to remove. That's why I did this adjustment. So the answer is 490. I'm not quite sure that this another one didn't get. Let's try question number 12. Let's try. Make mistakes. Learn from those mistakes. So that is your strategy. Wrong. Okay. The question is, what was the balance in bank statement? In your exam, please give more prominence, more weightage on the question, not this information. What was the balance in bank statement as of 31st December 2020? Now we'll read the question and please open up a T account that is called adjusted cash book. Sorry, adjusted cash book. So here, bank statement balance as of 31st December 2020 did not agree with balance as per cash book, which was credit balance 58,400. So what do you mean by credit balance? It's an overdraft balance, overdrawn balance. When the balance were reconciled, following difference were observed. Check deposited amounting to 45,000 were not realized. So please open up a kind of a bank reconciliation statement. Right? Write it on balance as per adjusted cash flow. Plus unpresented checks. Unrealized. So make it the unrealized deposits minus scale 45,000. තියෙන information ටික දාගෙන යන්න. That is your strategy in exam. Don't think, you just put it the way you can manage, okay? Check issued 8,200 had not been presented for payment. So that is unpresented. So just put the value, 8,200. Overdraft interest 225 had not been recorded in the cash book. Overdraft interest like an expense account. So it's a kind of a payment, 225. So මම මෙතන OD කියලා ලියන්නේ නැහැ. හරි OD interest කියලා ලියන්නේ because it's not relevant. It's not useful. So just put the numbers. So the accounting is about number game. Right. And direct deposit made by the customer amounted to 2,500. Direct deposits. What do? You need to calculate closing balance. The method of OD එක වැඩි. So it's an OD amount. So what you do is use your calculator, 58,400 plus 225 minus 2,500. So it's an OD balance. OD balance කියලා කියන්නේ negative balance. Either what is the answer? Balance. 92,924. So don't make any mistakes pertaining to grade 12 stuff. Huh? Grade 12 grade 12 ඒවා අමතක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But brush up your knowledge. Bank rec definitely it will come as a MCQ question, probably 1 or 2. Please brush up your knowledge pertaining to grade 12. Okay. I'll give you some time. Please try to focus on question number 13. Please try. Super. Others, some students are really good. E5. We are going to make a first increase in sorry for this. So there's a connection issue. Just give me a minute. Yes. Right. Write it down. Increase in raw material stocks. Increase in WIP. The increase in stocks now, you should deduct cost of production. Let's make a note. Deduct the cost of production. Decrease in raw material. Decrease in WIP. Particularly, copy this down. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Mistake. You see both screen now? There is a connection issue. I'm not too sure what's happened in the internet. Sorry for this. Yeah. So just copy them. Raw material stocks increase when cost of production adu. Increase in WIP cost of production adu. Decrease in raw material stock. Decrease you need to add that. Remember. Okay, good. Okay, right. Finished. So I'll be discussing some theory as well so that it brush up your knowledge as well. Okay. Anything? Okay, now the question is raw material purchased during the year. Okay, so cost of production. So cost of production comes from three different items, basically. Okay, DM, EL, the overheads, and production overheads. Mainly in. ඒකට adjust වෙනවා WIP adjustment. And you will come up with cost of production. So this is the basic structure. So here, based on this example here, increase in work in progress 5,000. So increase in work in progress 5,000 කියලා කියන්නේ make a minus 5,000. Minus 5,000. Overhead cost is 20,000. So production overhead is 20,000. Direct labor cost 15,000. Direct labor. Royalty කියලා කියන්නේ other expense එකක්. Direct other. Royalty paid direct other 10,000. හරිද? So මේක දන්නෙත් නැහැ. You don't know this one. You don't know this one as well. So you just put whatever you know. This one, they have given some information, some indirect information. So what's the indirect information? They have given quantity produced and cost per unit. So එතකොට මේ දෙක වැඩි කරාම you will get this information. So 1,000 into 100. ඔය ටික හරියද? Clear? 1,000 into 100. So based on that, can you calculate this? Direct material consumed. Direct material consumed. Can you try this? May value here. May value 40,000. May value 40,000. Now direct material consumed here 60,000. Clear? Some got wrong and now is correct. The make uttere aava kiyala, that is not the question, that is not the answer they are expecting from you. So oka වෙනවා exam එකේදී. So after doing some amount of working, the may workings කරලා answer එකක් ආපු ගම you just figure out that is your answer, but ඒක mind එකේ වෙන දෙයක්. Because you feel some sort of a positive. So ඒක ගිහිල්ලා කෙලිම jump කරලා 6,000 ගහනවා. But it's a kind of a trick. So you can paper setters la dannawa students la they make this type of a mistakes. Ekinda eka danagenama to deceive you, they will give kind of a twisted question. So you should be very, very careful when it comes to this type of a question. So answer katina 60,000, metana answer katina 60,000. So I came across a couple of students saying that the answer is 60,000, but the question they are asking is not direct material consumed. It's about raw material purchased. The raw material purchase, what you do is you take the closing at 30 and opening at 20. So A dekata make adjust karama tamai purchases. So purchases figure is 70,000. 70 valing 10 adunama tamai 68. So the answer is 70,000. You should be very careful. No? So I know because you jump and put it the 60 as answer. Most of them are trying to do, but it's not be the case. Certain instances. Okay, please try question number 14. asking revised profit after correcting the above errors or adjustments. By the way, I'll be looking after financial accounting area in this subject, and Ali will take over the New Year's classes, basically the 2 weeks fall on New Year. Probably we have only 3 weeks basically with today's one, so 2 more weeks to go. So within that period, I'm planning to cover 2 model papers pertaining question number accounting paper 1, and probably then the last week, 3rd week, I'll be discussing the company accounting sum and some partnership areas where most of the students are struggling. So if you have any students who are struggling accounting and has some scattered knowledge, ask them to join, and it's free. Okay, so take that benefit as well. Question number 1 to 6. Question number 1 के answer का 4th. Question number 2 answer is 2nd one. Question number 3 answer is 4th option. Question number 4 answer is 3rd option. Number 5 answer is 3rd option. 6th 4th option. 7th 1st option. 8th 1st option. 9th 2nd option. 10th relevance. Relevance. 11th 4th option. 10th 2nd option. 13th 5th option. Let's take question number 14. Sorry for this because of the connection issue. Hold on a second. Can you see the screen? Question number 14 here. The question is, what is the revised What is the revised profit after correcting the above errors? So here, they have a profit, draft profit is 102,900. An accrued expense of 450 was not brought forward at the start of the year. Accrued expense opening balance. So that means you need to add that one to your profit. So accrued, that is 450. Yeah. Return outwards 3,400 was debited to receivable ledger control account. Return outwards 3,400 was debited to receivable ledger control account. So the error is not pertaining to revenue or expense. So it's an error pertaining to asset. So not going to change your profits. Discount allowed 1780 has been correctly recorded in receivable ledger, but credited to discount receivable account. So you need to remove, you need to reverse discount receivable received amount, that is minus 1780. You need to put discount allowed one. Minus 170. 99,790 is the answer. This is an accrued rent. Last year payable. Yeah, last year payable එක add වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ අවුරුද්දේ එකට add වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒක මේ අවුරුද්දේ එද්දි ඒක you need to deduct, remember. You need to deduct. ඒ කියන්නේ expense එකෙන් අඩු වෙනවා. Expense එකෙන් අඩු වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ profit එකට add. Last year payable closing එක මේ අවුරුද්දේ opening balance එකක් කරනවා. So එතකොට හින්දා මේ අවුරුද්දේ expense එක අඩු වෙනවා. Please try question number 15. This is pertaining to partnerships. So I'll tell you some brief on partnership. Okay. So partnership only different thing is appropriation of profits. I'm just giving a small brief on partnerships. So appropriation of profits. So normally when it comes to the sole trader, entire profit belongs to one person. But when it comes to the partnership, profit belongs to partners. There is more than one person. So when it comes to the profit, there are various ways the profit can be shared or between partners. So number one is interest on capital. One methodology is interest on capital. The other one is salaries. The third one is profit share. For that partnership. And the other difference is the equity. So equity of the partnership normally consists of partners' capital account and partners' current account. Equity section එක හැදෙන්නේ partners capital account එකේ current account එක. So capital account එකේ තියෙන්නේ capital account you maintain specifically for the original capital they contributed plus any sort of a goodwill adjustments or transfer to loan account. So වගේ දේවල්ට විතරයි capital account එක maintain වෙන්නේ. Rarely you are not updating the capital account. Okay, very rarely තමයි update. But current account represent the short-term relationship the partners have with partnership. So basically, profit share, interest on capital, any drawings, any salaries they taken out, ඒ ඔක්කොම ටික දාන්නේ partners current account එක. But anything the partnership need to pay partners will credit to partners current account. Anything that need to be recovered from partners short term, that will be debit to partners current account. ඔක තමයි partnership වල තියෙන basics ටික. theory. Okay. Please try question number 15. Very good. So interest on capital, Shreya got 10 and Lata got 50. I'm not drawing a partner's current or capital account. I'm using this format because I feel that this is easy. Right. And salaries. Salaries 20 and 35. Salaries 20 and 30. And loss share minus 20, minus 20. That means they're sharing the profit equal. Oka base karla total ekka. That is your profit of the partnership. This is the profit of the partnership. So what's the total profit then? 40. In profit and loss taking in a profit take 40. Is it clear, everyone? It is clear the ball. Okay, now the question is Lata's equity Lata's equity as of 31st December 2020, if the business applies Section 24/1890 Partnership Ordinance. Partners should share their profit equally. No salaries are entitled. No interest on capital. Likewise. Partnership ordinance. Now the question is Lata's equity. Yeah. So what you need to do here is you need to take capital accounts of Lata. It is 150. Okay. And current account of Lata minus 30. And profit share. So make it for profit take the partnership take 40. That should be shared among partners equally. So it becomes 20. And last, loss share. Sorry, drawings. Lata drawings key 15. So you put minus 15. What's the total here? So did I open any current accounts separately for Sriya and separate for Lata? Nothing. So the question is what? Question is Lata's equity. So if the question is Lata's equity, you need to focus on that particular item. Don't waste your time, because most of the students, if I give this question to normal students in Sri Lankan population, 80% of the students, they just open up current accounts, draw everything and write everything, wasting so much time. Remember, exam is like a very tough game. So you need to come up with the answer within the shortest possible time frame. So that is your target. Clear? So stick to this method. This is a very easy method. You figure out items which are going to the credit side, you put plus. Items which are goes to the debit side, you put minus. That's all. So that shows the equity. Is it clear? All right. 16 take a question number 16. Why I allow you to do so is because you make mistakes. A mistake sector you will learn. Otherwise, I can teach, but it's not effective much. Please try question number 16. Once you're done, just let me know the figure, the answer. Very good, superb. What's the school, by the way? Shinny? Others, please try. Wow, that's really good. Try to get a good rank in A levels, okay? Right. Question number 16. So Janet's Beauty Supplies has the following information pertaining to its operations for the year ended 31st March 2021. They have done sales on both cash and credit terms. Okay. So the question is cash sales. That's your question. Okay. So keep an eye on this figure you need to come up with. This is the figure they are expecting from you. So gross profit as a percentage of sales is 40%. So there is GP margin. Is 40%. GP margin is 40%. Okay. The cost of goods sold is 1.5 million. 1,500. So what do you mean by GP margin? If sales is 100, GP is how much? 40. So how much is the cost then? Cost is 60. Clear? Is that part clear? Sales is 100, GP is 40, cost is 60. So this represents 60, am I right? There is 60. So can you calculate the sales then? So how we calculate the sales? 1,500 divided by 60 and multiplied by 100. It is clear. 1,500 divided by 60 multiplied by 100. That is your total sales. The worst that can come in your exams. So you need to learn the steps. So this may come up here as an adjustment for cash flow statement. How much money you receive. Different way they can test your knowledge. So there is no way that there is no hard and fast rule. This is the method. They can test whatever possible. So, but you need to get the logic. Based on that logic, it's easy to apply. So this is your total sales. Me total sale like cash sales and credit sales. So they have given some information pertaining to credit sales. So they have given some information pertaining to debtor balance. So just open a T account, small T account. Debtors. Is correct, very good. Some good students. Bright students, I would say, not good. Right. So the opening balance is 100. Opening balance is 100. Closing balance is 200. 200 here. The cash received from the day is 1,500. So cash debit, credit this. So how we calculate this? Take your calculator. 1,500 plus 200 minus 100. So this is your credit sales. This is your credit sales. අපිට කලින් උත්තරයක් ආවා total sales. Total sales is 2,500. ඒකෙන් credit sales කීයද? 1,600. That is credit sales 1,600. The remainder is answer is 900. Answer is 900. Answer is 4,000. Okay. Fair nothing. So main knowledge එක වැදගත්තා. You might feel this is somewhat uncomfortable, but the knowledge you gain by doing this question is so important to get a good score, to get a good understanding. So මේ දවස් ටිකේ එන්නේ understanding එක වැඩි කරගන්න බලන්න. So try to improve your knowledge by practicing the questions. That is your strategy. Economics, business studies, please do attempt the questions. Try to develop your own answer. Remember and compare that answer with the suggested answers and identify the gaps. What they are expecting and what you are. So the gap එකක් තියෙනවනේ. ඒ gap එක mitigate කරන්න you need to devise your strategies. That is a basic thing. Study කරන එක එච්චර අමාරු නෑ. Study කරද්දී බලන්න ඕනේ what is your position today and what is the expected position by the time of examination. So you have a gap එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔය gap එක fill කරගන්න බලන්න හැමතිස්සෙම. So that is your target. If you are really good students, you need to go for good rank. First 10, first 20. ඒ වගේ target කරන්න. ඒ target එකට වැඩ කරන්න. So that is your main aim. Because this age, your main focus is education. Education is a blessing for all. So you need to make use of it. Nasekamara, හොඳටම ඇති. They were a student of mine. Last moment, got 3 years. Selected for unis. It's not a big deal. So you make up your mind and have a firm determination and go for it. So that is your main task at the moment. Right? Please try question number 17. Very good. Which of the following items are excluded in ascertaining the cost of inventory? So I should write as per LKS 2. As per LKS 2. As per LKS 2, you need to record only carriage inwards to take the cost of inventory. Administrative overheads, abnormal wastage, and storage cost should be excluded. Remember. Yeah. So except for C. Yeah. Let's try 18th question. Seventeenth answer is second one. A, B, E only. Good idea. Okay. Just to brief you about cash flow statement. Cash flow statement has 3 components. Cash flow from operating activities, cash flow from investing activities, cash flow from financing activities. ඒ තුنين තමයි එන්නේ net එක, net change in cash and cash equivalent. And then you have opening balance, and you add this one, you derive the closing. Okay. Okay. The question is, net cash generated or used from financing activity. You get the concept right. So cash flow statement activity. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, I'll explain again. So you have three different activities: cash flow from operating activities, investing activities, financing. ये තුනේම combination එකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ net change in cash and cash equivalent. ඒකට අපි opening balance එක ආවන් පස්සේ you come up with the closing balance. හරිද? එතකොට so you have the values here 1500, that is from operating activities. Net cash used in investing activities negative 500. හරිද? And here increase in cash and cash equivalent 200. So this value is 200. Now, others are not relevant. So don't worry about the others. Others may be relevant for subsequent question. So do the easy one first. Right. Make an epiton. So you just add this together. May they get 1000 here. 1000 200 bin. 1000 200 bin. What is the adjustments? Negative 800. Yeah. So that is the answer for question number 18. Is it clear? Yeah. Time is up. So what you need to do here is, so just complete the paper. Do this in a kind of examination conditions. So at least 2.5 minutes for each question. Time karla kara. And then what the next step is, you do a fresh day. Do this question again and again. Use your own strategies, everything. Refer your books, and that should be that revise your knowledge as well. Okay. So we will meet in another session. So probably they might organize the economics and business studies as well. So please inform your friends and take this opportunity, because we are willing to help you all to get this a good score. So being a professionals and being an accountant, so please make use of it, and please pass this message for each and every students where you can help get their score better. So please do inform your friends to join these classes and other subjects, because we as a team, professionals, help you all what ways that you can improve your score, ESET score. Okay, so stay safe and a good night, and God bless you all, and everyone's up. Okay, good night.